Are you looking for the best gaming keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 8 best keyboards on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Keychron V6 Max. The Keychron V6 Max doesn't necessarily advertise itself as a gaming keyboard, but for our money, it's the best on the market. It has all of the features that we're looking for in a full-sized mechanical keyboard: N-key rollover, PBT keycaps, a choice of 3 different switch options, and full wireless support. It also has some additional details that put it over the top, including the ability to switch to a Mac layout, fully hot-swappable switches and keys, and decent software for macros and key remounting. I personally opted for the Jupiter Red switches, which are satisfying to use and light enough for gaming. I use my Keychron V6 Max every day, and since I bought it, I have felt zero need or desire to buy a new keyboard. At number 2. Lemokey X2. When my old Razer keyboard broke, I bought a Lemokey X2 as a low-cost holdover, expecting to replace it within a week or two. However, I was so impressed with its build quality and overall value that I ended up using it for months without buying a new one. This budget keyboard has N-key rollover and decent-feeling brown or red switches that straddle the line between quiet and clicky. I also appreciate that shine-through keycaps that show off its old-school red backlight, and software for customizing keys and macros. It doesn't have all the premium niceties of boards that are double its price or more, such as PBT keycaps and hot swapping, and some might bemoan its lack of wireless support or true RGB, but overall, this is a fantastic mechanical keyboard for the price. At number 3. Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro. When you think of a gaming keyboard, you probably imagine something like the Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro. With its stunning 3-side RGB underglow, expansive color options, and eye-catching wrist rest with the familiar Razer logo, this is one fancy keyboard. As a true enthusiast board, it has N-key rollover, a snap-tap feature that lets you prioritize certain keystrokes when pressed in combination, for media keys so you can pause and seek video with the touch of a button, and the all-important volume knob. The wrist rest alone makes this keyboard more comfortable to use for long gaming sessions than many of our other picks, but the price tag to match. As with many Razer products, the major flaw here is the included software, which can sometimes be buggy. That said, there are open-source alternatives like OpenRGB, so give that a try if you opt for this keyboard. At number 4. Corsair K65 Plus. There are quite a few premium 10-keyless gaming keyboards out there, but the Corsair K65 Plus is our pick for the best of the best. Not only does it have an impressively sturdy and smooth feel to its typing, it features perhaps our favorite 10-keyless layout ever, especially thanks to its comfortable offset arrow keys placement. Like most premium gaming keyboards out there, it has N-key rollover, an impressive array of RGB patterns, and 2 different forms of wireless support. One of the K65 Plus's best attributes is its multifunction rotary dial, which allows you to record macros and adjust its RGB without using external software. The main downside to the Corsair K65 Plus is the lack of switch options out of the box. Currently, you can choose between the smoother MLX Reds or the more tactile MLX Fusion. However, because the K65 is fully hot swappable with other switches, you can replace these if you don't like them. At number 5. SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. The first rapid trigger board on our list is also our smallest pick. The Apex Pro Mini is truly a miniature keyboard, coming in at the compact 60% layout that chops away the numpad, arrow keys, and function keys. Besides its form factor, the Apex Pro Mini's biggest asset is its rapid trigger keys, which, as we explained above, use the Hall effect to provide a much faster actuation time than traditional keycaps. You can even use the board's software to set the actuation force for specific keys, which could theoretically give you a competitive advantage over your opponents. The Apex Pro Mini has a few minor downsides. It doesn't support wireless and you can't swap out rapid trigger keys. Overall, if you're looking for a 60% keyboard, this is the best one we found, and the rapid trigger functionality is icing on the cake. At number 6. Nuphy Air75 V2. If you're looking for the perfect gaming keyboard on the go, or you simply prefer slimmer devices, the Nuphy Air75 V2 is our pick for the best low-profile mechanical keyboard on the market. Nuphy has become one of the most reliable board manufacturers in recent years, and based on the Air75 V2, it's not hard to see why. At just 1.3 pounds, the Air75 V2 is significantly lighter, shorter, and more compact than most of our picks, and its colorful keycaps are quite visually appealing, too. Its aluminum framework is strong and durable, and it has key features like N-key rollover. Nuphy makes this board with a variety of Keychron switches, from the Khaki blues to the smoother reds, and they're fully swappable. The only blemish here is that the keyboard only supports Nuphy's low-profile switches, so you're somewhat limited in that respect. Though we personally recommend bigger keyboards for gaming, if low profile is your thing, this is a very strong option that's worth considering. At number 7. Keychron K2 HE Wireless. Another winner from Keychron, the K2 HE Wireless delivers the customizability and quick response of a rapid trigger keyboard in a compact, affordable package. It has all the features you want from a rapid trigger board, along with wireless support. The ability to control the actuation force of each key is the major advantage here, but for our money, it has a solid layout that's comfortable to use. As with other boards in its category, changing out the switches isn't really an option. But, on balance, this is the best budget rapid trigger board currently out on the market. At number 8. Keychron K3 version 2. It's important to note that most Keychron boards come with Mac-compatible keycaps, so you could really argue that many of their compact keyboard offerings are great for Mac. However, we decided to go with the K3 version 2 because of its comfortable layout, its portable, low-profile design, and its superior battery life of 70 to 80 hours. Moreover, this is a mechanical keyboard worth its salt, featuring RGB backlighting, N-key rollover, and swappable switches. However, as with similar boards, your switch options are limited to other low-profile ones, so it's not the most customizable. Overall, this is a great keyboard for laptop gamers or for those who want a reliable Mac to take with them on their work adventures, especially if you're a Mac user.